What's up, beautiful people? It is your homegirl Shameless, all up in her living room, and I'm doing a 7-day video challenge, which is very challenging. I did a photo challenge last week, video challenge this week, and I have a video coming out tomorrow that I wanted to come out today, but it's too much, and it involves Cousin Jay. So stay tuned. Instead, I'm gonna answer your questions on Snapchat. Maya's Snap World. Okay, so I'm reading this for the first time.
Next time you're in Arizona, you should definitely do a meet and greet, even though it's hotter than hell outside. Love you.
Love you too. You know what? Let me respond. Yes, boo. It takes time to organize these things, which I don't have, and money and security and making sure everyone is safe. So yes, Molly_1212. What got you into photography? Yes, I love your videos. I got into photography when I was visiting. I came here to California at 18. I was born and raised in Toronto, and I came here because I was bored with where my life was headed. I was in university for business, and I was like, I don't want to do this. So right after that, I came out here. I was working at a car dealership, and because I was 18, I was too young and bored because all the friends that I had at work were older. So I spent my weekends alone and driving up the coast here, and I bought a camera just for something to do. I'd never been exposed to photography, so I started taking photos of the palm trees and the ocean. And when I moved back to Toronto, I couldn't get a job, so I just continued taking photos, and the rest is history. For those of you that don't know, I come from a photography and acting background. Let's see, KHTR23. Where did you get your cross necklace from? Oh, my mom bought this for me in Toronto at this jewelry pavilion, so there's lots of booths, but in Scarborough, Warden and Eglinton. Tori asked, who is the most interesting person you have met? Prince is the most fascinating person I have ever met. I just love the way his mind thinks. He's such a visionary. He knows so much about music, and I assume that he likes things a certain way, and yes, he does, but he's so collaborative, which is awesome to be around, especially as an artist, because it's all about collaborating and building on ideas. Some artists tend to have a lot of ego, so they don't like to work with other people. They don't like, being told what to do. Whereas with Prince, he's very much collaborative, and it's not ego. It's all passion and creativity. So, very interesting man. Of course, he's Prince, and I'm talking about Prince the artist.
Hey Maya, it's Sean here. I just wanted to know what camera and lens you use to film most of your videos, and also what lenses do you recommend for beginning photographers or videographers? Thanks.
Oh, that's a really good question. Right now I'm filming on my Sony A6000. I love kit lenses because they're affordable and they have a good range, and I'm very rough with my things, so I tend to chip and break things a lot. So I really like this camera. I will recommend, instead of this one, the Sony A5100 or any of the Sony Alphas or the NEX series. You can buy them online, Best Buy. You wanna get the one with the flip screen so you can do selfies. That's the only drawback with this camera, but I'm not too much of a selfie queen. But actually when I'm filming, I've never had a camera to look at. It would be helpful. This one is more expensive, so save yourself a couple $100, get the Sony Alpha 5100 or NEX series. Does that help you? And besides the kit lens, which is usually a zoom lens, I would recommend getting a standard 50 1.8mm lens. Those have been like my go-to lenses, and I've been doing this for a long time. Of course, other lenses are awesome, but those two will get the job done.
Would you ever move to a foreign country other than like Canada or the US, which obviously they're not foreign countries?
I thought about it, because now that I'm here in California, I'm like, wow, I've traveled to a lot of US cities. I lived on the 2 coasts. I think after here, if I were to move, I think it would be in Asia or somewhere in Europe.
Hello, Shane, this is Maya. My name's Maya, always spelled differently, and I was wondering what kept you motivated to keep going in your relationship?
Oh, to keep going in my relationship was to love this person. And I kept telling myself, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? And it's just like, just love him. And what it taught me, because I was being tried so much, I just kept telling myself, you know, just love him. And I think it was to the nth degree, love. So I ended up just being walked all over because I was like, I don't want to fight. I don't like confrontation. I really don't. I don't know if you guys have noticed on this channel. I don't like debates. I don't like getting into politics. I don't like arguing. So I was avoiding those, swallowing everything. But that's a dramatic difference from who I used to be, which was drama queen. I will pick a fight with you. So I guess to keep that relationship going, I just avoided the conflict. But avoiding is also not good. So the next step for me, because I'm not in a relationship, would be to address the issue without it being a fight. Like, there are ways to resolve conflict without being an argument. And again, as long as it comes from a place of love.
Hi Maya, what's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done?
Most embarrassing? Okay, this is embarrassing. Up till this day. I was on the train with my boyfriend at the time, and I was 14. And I'm not big on PDA, public display of affection. And we were on the train, and he started kissing me, and I'm like, whoa, I don't like doing that. But he was so persistent about it. I'm like, okay, I guess. Don't give in to peer pressure, former Maya. So I did, and we ended up making out on the train. I get out of it. Who do I see directly across from me? Two, not one, but two of my aunts. Two of my aunts, and I come from a very strict Catholic Filipino household. I was so embarrassed and mortified. I didn't even say hi. I didn't acknowledge that I saw them. Oh, it was so embarrassing. And then there was a family party that night. I did not go. And I told my mom I was sick. My mom went. They ended up telling my mom being Filipino, Catholic, was freaking out. Like, oh my goodness, Maya, why did you do that? You coming out, how was your family taking the news of you coming out? Did you actually watch the video? My coming out video was suggested by my friend Josh. And my cousin Jay. Come out here and say hi.
Hi.
This is my friend Josh.
Hello.
Hold on, how was your coming out?
How did I come out to my family? I was at the kitchen table with my family. We were having dinner. And we started talking about Glee, and my mom didn't like that there was a gay character on Glee.
Oh.
And so she was complaining about that. And I'm like, Mom, this is real life. Like, people are gay in high school. I'm gay. And I just said it. Everyone was silent at the table.
Really?
Yeah. It was just like quiet. My mom was like, thank you for finally telling us.
Oh, because they...
Yeah. And then we had a whole conversation. Everything was good. We were all in the same place at that same time. But yeah, it was just like that. I just said it.
I remember when Josh was in denial.
Yeah, I was like, oh no.
So I know Josh from Vancouver from like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And I don't ask people their sexual orientation because it's not my business. And Josh was like, I know you think I'm gay. And I'm like, I don't think anything, just whatever, man. He's like, I know you think I'm gay because I have a gay accent. I'm like, I don't. Do you remember that?
I do. I told a lot of people that. I was like, I know you think I'm gay, but I'm not. I'm not.
Good times. Okay, I'm doing these. Oh, you're in the phone?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go.
You ever help someone become a YouTuber?
I just think that there's so many people that need help, that the way I help YouTubers become YouTubers is by putting out tech videos, is by filling out my description box a whole lot. And I'm actually having a workshop with General Assembly on Monday, June the 27th, 6:30 to 8:30, about the business of photography. Although it's photography, I feel that the two kind of might address the same questions, but I definitely believe in putting in the work and working with your peers to help grow and support each other. So that's how I help. I can help a lot of people by doing that, instead of just one.
Hi Maya, my name is Shameless Shia on Instagram, and I want to know, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? And please do not judge my appearance. I look a mess right now.
Oh, please. Oh, please. Next 10 years, girl, I'm not even there yet. I'm not even at 5. But 10 years, I would like to be married by then, having a family, while running an empire of inspiring, arts-driven programs, products that can cover everything from shows online to movies to community centers that do arts. I have so many ideas, it's just endless, but definitely combining the arts and inspiration, because I think that hasn't been a huge part of my life growing up.
I'm not sure if you meant questions via Snapchat, but I'm still gonna do it because I love you and I don't really have a question, so I should have thought of this before I hit record. I'm always commenting on your videos, sending love from Puerto Rico, so
Puerto Rico.
Would you ever come to Puerto Rico? I can teach you Spanish.
Sí, teach me. Let me write her back. Boricua. I would love to go. I've actually been to Puerto Rico, but I will go again just so I can say what up. Okay, so that's it, you guys. Make sure you check me out on Maya Snap World. Tune in tomorrow. I will have the epic video. It's a transformation video, which I haven't done forever, and it's a battle between me and Cousin Jay. And it's a throwback. What could it be? Comment below and let me know what other questions you guys have for me. And I love you guys. Remember to do you, be you, and stay true. Be shameless, boo.